Hey guys, this is Jack from JAG Camper, and I'm excited to introduce you today Australia's best compact camper, the 2024 JAG Teardrop Camper. The 2024 JAG Teardrop Camper represents 4 years of active research and development and our commitment to making the best possible compact camper. Our aim is to make camping as easy, comfortable and stylish as possible, and so every single aspect of the design has been focused around these 3 core principles. So let's take you through the exterior first. One of the first things you might notice looking at the camper is its unique shape. It's shaped like a teardrop, hence the name Teardrop Camper. What this means, it's incredibly aerodynamic. With a completely flat bottom and a curved front, it mimics an airplane wing. So what it means when you're towing is you've got minimized wind drag, making it really easy to tow while also saving fuel or increasing your range on your electric vehicle. The whole camper is incredibly lightweight, with a tear weight of only 860 kilos and a ball weight of 85 kilos. This means you can tow it with practically any car. You don't need a big four-wheel drive, but if you do have a big four-wheel drive, you practically won't even notice it on the back of your car. It's got electric drum braking, which means it stops on a dime and it's incredibly safe to drive. And it's got really high-end Cruise Master independent suspension, which means you can take it for semi-off-road use, such as like a national park, beach use, or dirty corrugated country roads.
One of the primary design focuses of the JAG Camper has been maximising spaciousness while retaining compactness. The camper is roughly the same size as a car, meaning it's easy to tow, manoeuvre, and most importantly, stores within a standard garage easily.
The way we've kept weight down on our camper is through the innovative use of this composite material. We're the only teardrop camper on the market to utilise this. So what it is it's an advanced composite sandwich panel material with a fibre reinforced polymer on the outside, on each side, and an incredibly insulated XPS foam on the middle. Not only are these advanced panels incredibly lightweight, but they're also extremely strong and durable, being really stiff and impact resistant, so you won't ding them. Another important factor is that they're corrosion resistant. They're really stable. So unlike wood, it will not rot, and unlike metal, it won't corrode and rust, which means the whole camper is really maintenance free, meaning you'll have the camper in this beautiful condition practically forever. Due to the insulation foam interior, it also means the camper is extremely temperature and sound insulated, which really helps for the hot Queensland summers that we experience up here and cold Tasmanian and Victorian winters. It's also really sound insulated, so if you're at a campsite that sometimes you have a bit of a rowdy neighbour and you can't get to sleep, well, you close the doors up in this and you cannot hear anything from outside. So really awesome material. On this side of the camper, we have all of the inlets and outlets. So let's go through them all. Over here, this is new to the 2024 JAG Camper, is this awesome tap. It connects to the 84-litre water tank and has a flow control for on and off. Now this tap is really handy for filling up big containers of water, and it's also really good if you want to add a shower, which is an add-on we offer, where we put a nice hot water service box here. It connects to this tap, and then you've got a nice warm hot shower. At the top here is an Anderson plug. Now this is mainly used for your solar panel. The camper actually has a 40 amp DC to DC charger in here that allows you to charge your battery at a high current flow. And as well as that, it also has a solar MMPT charger in there as well, which allows you to most efficiently utilize a solar panel. Here, you've got a 240 volt inlet with a safety RCD switch here. This connects straight to the battery, allowing you to charge up the battery incredibly fast when you're either at home not using the camper, or if you're staying at a powered campsite. There's also a number of 240 volt outlets in the camper that become live when you're plugged into this. So you can actually use 240 volt power if you have like a coffee machine, for example, while you're at a powered site. Here's a cigarette lighter 12-volt socket. So there's one on each side of the camper. Now this is really good if you want to have, say, a pump running to pump up a stand-up paddleboard, or one of the add-ons we offer, which is the air tent gazebo. It's also really good if you want to run a second freezer. So quite commonly we might have a separate drinks fridge while having our food fridge in the kitchen. So that's quite good for that. In here is the water inlet. Now this is where you fill the water up from. It also has a key lockable head, so no one can tamper your water or steal your water while you're on the road. Now let's come forward to the drawbar of this camper. So at the front, you'll first see the gas bottle. Each camper comes with its own gas bottle, and that runs via a gas line that's external to the camper and runs underneath. You've also got a jockey wheel. Now the great thing about this camper is there's zero setup time. You just take it off the back of your car, you put down the jockey wheel, and you're good to go. There's no stays, none of that stuff. So really easy to set up. Something new to the camper is we've got the handbrake integration, but we also now have a lock on the hitch. So if I was to press this button now, it means that if someone was to try to mount the camper on their tow ball, it wouldn't lock. So they drove off, it would just fall off. Another really cool feature about this is if you're driving to your destination and you want to stop in at a coffee shop or a restaurant along the way, you press this button and now you can park the camper on the side of the road with absolute ease, because no one will be able to get this off your tow ball. They'll try to lift it off your tow ball on the back of your car and it will not go anywhere. So really cool feature that we've added now. Another really epic feature about the JAG Camper is the elect brake system coming standard on all models. So what it is an on-chassis mounted brake controller. So what you will not need to spend the money or the time getting an electric brake controller wired up to your car to utilize the electric brakes on the camper, which is quite unique because most caravans you would need to do that. So that actually saves you quite a bit of time and money. And at the front here, you've got your regular light socket, as well as an Anderson plug. We recommend getting an Anderson plug wired up to your car, because what it means is while you're towing the camper to your holiday destination, the battery will actually be charged off your car battery. So really cool to have. Now let's take you through the inside of the camper. Now, first of all, you've got a really handy outside light, which helps illuminate your external space. One of the big changes we've made to this camper is the 2024 model is we've actually reduced the door height. Now, this makes it so much easier to just get in and fall into the camper. It's a big user experience upgrade. Now let's go through your new bedroom space. So, the area is really cozy and really comfortable and massive. You've got a massive headroom, so I'm 6'1" and I can comfortably sit on my knees on the bed. Now the bed is a big, full queen size mattress, memory foam. So it's one of the comfiest beds we could possibly find. So amazing sleep is guaranteed. You'll see one of the latest features in these 2024 campers is the beautiful wooden roof. Now it's a full wood inlay with these beautiful wooden strips. And we've also increased the quality of the timber. So the timber we're now utilizing is called a Gaboon marine interior plywood. Now this stuff is the same material that is commonly used on really luxury boats. And it's just got an amazing grain structure, as you might be able to see. So we're really happy with that selection. Another change we've made to these 2024 campers is we've reduced the drawer width slightly to add a big shelf space. Now this space is really good for if you want to store larger items like shoes and bags. But most importantly, if you're looking to put an aircon in, this is where we can do it. There's a number of charging ports in here with a USB-A and USB-C charging point, and another two 240 volt sockets, which go live when you're plugged into 240 volt power. And something people don't often realize is the bed actually lifts up, and then you get a massive 650 litre storage space in here. So the camper comes with a spare wheel that sits under this bed, as well as an antenna comes with the camper for TV watching. Now with the bed open, you get a really good view of this strong, sturdy chassis. Now we've made it out of 150 by 50 3mm hot dip gauze steel. So what that means is it's incredibly strong. It's way stronger than it needs to be. So what this means is the camper will be durable and will maintain its shape for the rest of its life, no problems. It's actually rated to 1,500 kilos ATM. In our commitment to make a camper that's comfortable all year round through Australia's diverse climates from hot to cold, we've made sure the camper has heaps of ventilation. So what you can actually do is open the door, and now you have big massive mozzie net that's crim safe, which actually can be locked in from the inside for security purpose, so you can sleep comfortable at night while getting a beautiful breeze over your head. As well as that, the two windows on each side open up really wide, and you have an integrated mozzie net as well as a curtain. Same goes for the sunroof on the top. So if you follow me inside, you get a beautiful view in the morning. You can watch the stars at night or close up the curtain or put up the mozzie net so you get a nice breeze. The camper also comes with two Sirocco fans, some of the most popular and best RV fans on the market. So what makes them so popular is they put out a massive amount of airflow to cool you down, completely adjustable, but most importantly, they're very quiet in operation, they're very energy efficient, and they work really well. So that's the first setting, second setting, third setting. I can turn it off, and there's also a timer button up here, so I can leave it on for, maybe an hour or two, and that makes sure I'm not accidentally draining power.
Another cool feature in this camper is the two roof lights, and the two reading lights are all dimmable, so you can adjust the brightness within your camper. Another cool thing is that the reading lights actually both have USB slots on them, so you can charge your phone or whatever devices you want from the lights and put it on your head shelf there. So the head shelf is really good for if you want to store your books there, but we've also, based on customer feedback in these latest models, added a 12 volt power outlet to the side there. So that's really critical for if you have sleep apnea and you want to power a sleep apnea machine while you sleep.
Now let's take you through the kitchen. You open up the back hatch to reveal this beautiful kitchen. Now, comfort and ease has been a massive focus here. So this can be your big living space when you're on the road, as well as providing you a great place to cook a meal. So the bench top is absolutely massive. Heaps of prep room for all your food. We've got these massive cupboards for storing all your food and glassware, as well as these drawers, which comes with a cutlery holder. You can see they're all quite really deep. All the cupboards also have soft close hinges, so nothing slams and nothing opens while you're on the move. Here's a spice rack, spice cabinet, and then that's all your electronic fusing in there. Now you press this button, pull this out, and you get this beautiful slot-powered kitchen. 2-burner Thetford gas hob, as well as a compact sink that all connects to the 84-litre water tank. Another change we've added to the latest 2024 JAG campers is the inclusion of an upright fridge. Now it's a big 60-litre upright fridge with plenty of storage on the side here, in the door and within. You can set it to be whatever temperature you want, as a fridge or as a freezer. And the reason why we've made that an upright fridge is just for convenience. So rather than having a big drawer like we did before, this upright fridge gives you the space to move around and be free while you're in the kitchen, as well as more efficient to store your food. Another favourite feature is the turning around TV, the swivel TV that allows you to watch TV inside or outside. The TV is also a smart TV, allowing you to not only watch regular free-to-air TV, but also access a large variety of streaming services such as Netflix, Prime Video, YouTube, Google Play, and all the others. So it allows you can watch the footy or outside while you cook, or a movie in bed. Now this left cupboard has all of our electronic controls inside. So at the bottom here, you'll see a smart switch. So I'm going to turn this on and I can now turn on my light, my water pump, my fridge, and this button here actually controls the external 12-volt plugs on the side of the camper. So if I've got a fridge out there or a pump out there, I can turn that on and off as well. Over here, I have a really in-depth battery monitor, which tells me the current percentage of my battery, its voltage, how much power draw it's taking. So that fridge is just turned on, so it's taking out 5 amps right now. But it also will tell me how much energy I'm putting in. So say, for example, I'm putting in 6 amps of charge from my solar panel. If my solar panel was out, then it would display 1 amp positive. Over here, I've got a water tank level as well. So this isn't set up right now, but what it does is it displays an incredibly accurate number of how much litres of water I have in my water tank. So you'll never run out. And a new feature to the JAG Camper is this here, which is a thermostatic fan control. Now what is that for? Well, it's to make sure your fridge runs as efficiently as possible. On the side here, we've added a fan. Now, we only want this fan to turn on when the interior of the kitchen is getting a little bit warm and the fridge isn't able to run as efficiently as it can. So what we'll do, instead of having it run all the time, which will get annoying, especially as you sleep, we can set the temperature here to turn on at 32 degrees. And then when the temperature gets to 32 degrees, the fridge will turn on. Equally though, I can increase this to whatever I like, or as low as I like, to make sure my fridge is running as optimally as possible. On the left here is another quite unique feature, which is a remote cutoff switch. So if I turn that off button, press that off button, all the power in the camper has just turned off. Now, this is really important for, say, I've finished my holiday, I've put the camper in the garage, and I want to make sure that nothing is draining my battery at all, so I don't run my battery flat. Well, I press that off button, and now everything's off. I can be confident in that. I'll turn it back on, and now the power's back on. That's it. The camper also comes with a large amount of charging ports, with a USB-C and USB-A port here, as well as a 240-volt plug here. 2 240 plugs here. There's also on the inside another USB-C and USB-A input, as well as another 2 240 ports. The camper comes jam-packed with cutting-edge electronics, with a 100 amp-hour lithium-ion deep cycle battery, which is more than enough to power this with all the fridges, the lights, the TV, the fans running for 3 to 4 days. But of course, you can also chuck out your solar panel to increase that indefinitely if the sun's out. Or you can actually plug your car in and charge the camper off your car, because this comes with a 40 amp hour DC to DC charger under the hood as well. Again, as I discussed, there's a solar MMPT charger in there as well to make sure your solar panel runs incredibly efficiently. Now that concludes our tour of the 2024 JAG Teardrop Camper. All of these campers are Australian made in our Brisbane based factory in beautiful sunny Queensland. So as awesome as they look on video, they look so much better in person. So if you're in the area, I'd please encourage you to come out and check the camper out in person. All of our details and additional info about the camper can be found at www.jagcamper.com.au. So if you're interested and want more information, please reach out. Thank you.